I swapped GPT 4.1 for a Local Llama 3.2 in my n8n invoice tracker. And it didn't go as planned. I'm using small LLM models Llama 3.2 with 3.2 billion parameters run on 4 GB RAM with no GPU in it. But before jumping into the experiment, we will discuss about the integration between n8n and Ollama apps. As you can see, I've already configured Ollama in n8n credentials. In Ollama, we currently have 2 models ready to use. With Ollama, you can keep multiple models installed and pick the right one for the job. Alright, here's exactly how I configured Ollama in n8n applications. I'm hitting Ollama via host.docker.internal on port 11434. I'm using host.docker.internal instead of localhost because n8n runs in a Docker container and can't reach Ollama via localhost or 127.0.0.1. And no, these settings won't just work out of the blue. To give you an idea of my setup, I run n8n on Docker container and Ollama run directly on the server without Docker container. Inside Docker, localhost points to the container itself and not the host, so it can't hit Ollama outside the container. And in my setup, n8n initially didn't recognize host.docker.internal either. To make host.docker.internal resolve to the host, I had to add a config in docker-compose.yml. Add extra _hosts under services and pointing host.docker.internal into host gateway. Next, I need to make Ollama listen on 0.0.0.0 so the container can reach it. By default, Ollama only listens on 127.0.0.1. I had to modify systemd so that Ollama listens on 0.0.0.0. Add environment Ollama host equals 0.0.0.0. After making changes to systemd, you need to reload systemd and restart the Ollama service. Use the commands systemtell daemon reload and systemtell restart Ollama to apply the changes. You'll also need to restart n8n by running docker stop and then docker compose up -d. Now I can reach Ollama using host.docker.internal port 11434. This configuration doesn't require an API key. Once connected to Ollama, you can choose AI models available from the drop-down menu. For this experiment, I choose Llama 3.2 models with 3.2 billion parameters set up. I'm keeping the n8n workflow logic and LLM prompts unchanged. I'm retaining the output parser to guide the AI models to produce the same desired output. I'm keeping the output variable, which is saved to Google Sheets, the same. Let's review the current Google Sheet. It already contains output from a prior run using GPT 4.1 Meet. I'll add a model column to note which model generated the result. We're all set. Let's run the workflow and check the results. I'm going to use the same invoice from the previous videos. Since the basic LLM chain node is time-consuming, I'll speed up the video to reduce runtime. By now, you've likely noticed the runtime is considerably longer than in the previous workflow, using GPT 4.1 Mini. Running on a lean setup, a 4 GB RAM, CPU-only VPS, and no GPU installed. It seems that the run failed during output parsing because the model's output didn't fit the expected format. Let's bypass the output parser and depend on the AI model's raw output. Let it run again freely without guidance from the output parser. Do you think AI model runtime would improve if I upgrade the CPU and RAM? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're now encountering an issue when saving the results to Google Sheets. From the basic LLM chain output, we can see the AI isn't doing anything with the text output. I made a few basic changes afterward, but they didn't meet my expectations. Why did it fail? I think of a few reasons. First, model capacity gap. Llama with 3.2 billion parameters may lack the reasoning depth and few-shot generalization needed for schema-like outputs or multi-step tasks that GPT 4.1 Mini handles. Second, function calling or schema enforcement. GPT 4.1 Mini was effectively using function call or JSON schema mode, but our model doesn't reliably adhere to it, thus the parser will fail. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.